Hi everyone! Welcome to this week's Hey Mom Day. I'd like to start by giving a slight apology for how long it's been since you've seen me. It's been about 3 weeks. You have all given me so much love about my hair. I just want to say thank you. I am absolutely loving it. It's so fun. But I figured I would just take this time to come here and give you a little bit of an update about what's happening in my life and why I've been kind of MIA. Just going to jump into this week because I don't have a whole lot of time. Right now I'm actually by myself because Cody has taken the kids to the store, which is super nice, so I'm going to take this opportunity to sit down and film this in a noise-free environment, relatively, because the dogs are still home. So as far as life updates go, it's been a weird month. I apologize if I'm moving my head a little weird. I really bummed my neck this week. So this whole side is a little stiff, but I'm trying to like not be robotic about it so it will heal quicker, please, I hope. But yeah, this month has just been really odd is the best way I can describe it. Our life is a little bit up in the air right now, and I just have had a hard time wanting to film because I always struggle with how much to share and how much to keep private and balancing my private life with and not oversharing. But at the same time, sometimes it can get really hard if I'm not sharing what's happening in my life. Then I feel like I'm just faking it for these videos, which is never what I want. And so sometimes I just need to take a step back to figure out what is oversharing, what's fine to share. And of course there's always judgments that come with everything, so that is always a bit of a consideration because I know people can be jerks sometimes, so but I'm ready to talk about it. Let's just chat about it. It's nothing, everything's fine, if that sounded dramatic. It's fine. Before I start talking about that though, I just wanted to mention that Grayson is about to turn 4. I didn't even feel it come up this time. Like this year just snuck up on me. He's turning 4 on Monday, which is crazy. Like how is my baby 4? I keep seeing everybody having babies right now and it's like my youngest is 4 years old. That's insane. But at the same time as it's kind of sad, I'm so happy. He's growing into such a wonderful, wonderful little young man. His personality has like fully bloomed now. He knows what he wants, he knows what he likes, he has opinions, he's always trying to crack everybody up. He's like our little jokester, always trying to make people laugh. It's super, super cute. He's just such a sweet, sweet boy and I love him to bits. The way we do birthdays now is a little bit different. We kind of try and keep it in the family, and instead of doing like a party with a bunch of friends and stuff, we scaled back and have just kept birthdays about family for now, where we just kind of let the birthday kid decide what we're gonna do for the day and we just follow them. They get to just choose whatever their little hearts desire within reason and we do it. So this year Grayson has his day planned out and what he wants to do, and we're gonna follow his lead, and he's really excited. And this is another birthday where I'm not baking a cake, which is a little weird because he wants a strawberry shortcake, and you know what, that's fine. February birthdays aren't the best for making your own strawberry shortcake, so we're just gonna buy one, and he's really excited about that. I'm going to make sure I vlog his birthday and as much as I can and do a little video about that. He's really excited. I'm just, man, these years go fast, you know? I think we all know this. You know. It's just like kind of crazy to think about how quickly it's going. Like I swear he was 8 months old 2 seconds ago. And he was just this chubby little baby that we were kissing on and I was wearing all the time. And now he's like this full tiny little man running around. His birthday's on a Monday this year, which is a little bit awkward. Weekday birthdays are always kind of awkward, but since we homeschool, it's easier, and Cody's going to be home for his birthday, so that makes it easier too. So we're just gonna pretend it's like a Saturday, which will be really nice, and then I think we'll have family over in the evening for cake and presents and just do our normal little tight-knit birthday. But basically, the kids are doing great. Mackenzie's doing really well. School's going really well for her. She is smart as a whip, that one, and she's just getting bigger, and they're both getting bigger, and it's this new thing. I feel like with Mackenzie, since she's my oldest, everything is new with her. It always will be, and it always has been. She's my first. She's like carving the path, so every experience is new for both of us, which can be hard, but it can be really awesome too. But anyway, I don't want to talk too much, so let's talk about where I've been. and why I haven't been vlogging. So like I said earlier, I'm always struggling a little bit with privacy and what to share and what not to share, and if it's because family things aren't necessarily just mine to share, and this channel is just where I kind of talk about whatever I want, so the lines get a little murky sometimes. But at the end of last month, Cody got laid off of work, if that wasn't clear. So that's been interesting. Now, I'm not telling you guys this for you to feel bad for us or anything. Don't feel bad for us. This is why like I haven't said anything for a month. It just happens, and I think here it's pretty common because of where we live and the kind of work and, you know, trades and stuff like that is really it ebbs and flows with the economy. It happens. So I don't want to go too much into detail because it's not my business to share with the world, but that is what's happening. Cody has been home. He's been just chilling out looking for new work and it's the middle of winter and it's been a really long, really cold winter, so work is a little bit harder to find right now. I'm sure once things warm up that he'll be able to find a new job. It's a little bit new territory for him because he's never not had a job. Like he's never he's never not had work before. So he's been with the same company for 9 years, something like that. So it was kind of a bit of a punch in the gut at first. It was a little weird, but at the same time we're very optimistic people. We'll be fine. Like we're not worried about putting food on the table or anything like that. We're fine. Things are a little tighter cautiously right now, so that's why we haven't really been doing anything, which is probably why I haven't been picking up the camera as much, because we've been sticking close to home. And you know, we could stress about this and we could make it the end of the world and it could ruin our days and ruin our month, but at the same time I'm very much one of those people who thinks when one door closes another door opens, or at least a window. And adventure over ordeal. You get to choose how you react to every situation. It can be an ordeal, or you can take it as an adventure and let it be a more positive experience. Yeah, it sucks, but you know, we'll be fine. We're always fine. Life always works out. It does. I don't know how, I don't know why, it just, everything always ends up being okay. So we're just trying to keep our routine and keep a positive pep in our step and continue forward and see what happens next. I felt like I couldn't really film too much because I wasn't sure if this is something he wanted me to share with the world or if it was appropriate to share. I just didn't know. I also didn't want it to come off as like, oh, we don't have work, blah. Like, I didn't want it to come off as needy or like, woe is me. But Cody has been like, no, you can talk about this, it's no big deal. So here I am. So we're just keeping on doing our thing. I guess in talking about that I can open up a little bit about maybe a couple of the struggles that have been happening because of it, which is really what I think you'd expect when your husband's suddenly home 24/7. Him and I are having a wonderful marriage, wonderful relationship, we're best friends. Best friends. And I'm not sick of him or anything. It has just thrown our routine for a total loop. We are used to him leaving at breakfast time in the morning and coming home at 6 o'clock at night. Like he's gone from 7 to 6 every day, except for weekends. And weekends is like our fun adventure time. But now every day feels like a weekend, which is really weird. It's been a bit of a struggle for me for homeschooling because suddenly there's a second parent, so the kids don't really know how, or they didn't at first. We're much better now. I think this is the first week we've been normal. But the kids just didn't know how to function. They were like, what's happening? Is it a weekend? Is it not? Why are we doing school right now? Do we have to do all of school? And like, it was just weird. It's just been weird. Now it's been long enough, unfortunately, that we're kind of all falling into a routine together. I think it's weird for Cody because he's the type of guy that doesn't like to sit still. He's not used to it. He's used to being busy. Sorry about that. I just got a phone call in the middle of that video, or in the middle of that sentence. So, but in being busy, he's used to, having a lot of time to himself. When you're the only person like working in an office, you have a lot of alone time despite the fact that you're working. So he's really not used to parenting 24/7 like I am. So I think that's been a bit of a challenge for him. it's all been good, like nothing negative, but it's definitely been harder to adjust to that. So we're making sure we both take our days out of the house and just get our sanity time. So it's been good. It's a blessing to have him home, which is really nice, because I don't think we've ever had him for this long before without him having to go to work. I wish it was nicer out so that we could enjoy it maybe a little bit more. Yeah, it's just a weird thing because you don't want to get too comfortable, but at the same time you want to embrace it and just relax in it because it is what it is. It's not changing. You know, if you're negative about it, you're just gonna have a negative time. Like, it's not gonna change the situation. So it's just been a little weird. It has been really nice though, in the same breath, to have him to help me homeschool. I've never had homeschool help before, so usually I'm trying to split my time between the kids, which is getting more difficult because Grayson's really starting his school. So I am struggling with that a little bit and trying to figure out how that works for us. But with Cody home, it's been way easier. Like, he has certain subjects that he is strong in, and he offers a different perspective on a lot of topics, which is helpful for the kids, I think, especially Mackenzie when she's like learning something, and maybe the way my brain interprets it or am explaining it isn't clicking, but then I have another person who explained it a different way and maybe that will click for her. So yeah, there's like pros and cons, but all of them are like minor. There's much more pros having him home, minus the whole like not having work and the income we are used to. So that is like the hardest part, especially with Grayson's birthday coming up. I'm kind of really thankful that we take a step back and like, so this year's gonna be super low-key, which I kind of feel bad about, but I mean, he's only 4. He's not gonna really notice or care. Like, he's still doing everything he wants to do. He just, like, everything he wanted to do, we can make happen. So I guess he probably won't even notice. It's just that parent guilt a little bit, but it happens. Stuff happens. So anyway, now that I've told you guys about what's happening and like the big thing that's kind of keeping me away from YouTube, I feel like I'll be able to see you in this space more often. I asked you guys on Instagram how much you wanted to see, if you guys are liking the 2 videos a week, or if you guys prefer more frequent vlogs and more like vlog style vlogs, and the vast majority said you guys prefer more vlog style vlogs. So thank you for your input. If you were a part of that discussion on Instagram, I really appreciate it. That really helps me. So I'm going to try and keep my sit down kind of Friday videos and then sprinkle some more vlogs in when I can. Just kind of like try and up it a little bit without affecting normal life too much. And then I also asked you guys about my biggest struggle, which is if you guys care whether or not there's a floating hair around. If you guys care about the upload schedule, is upload schedule super important to you as somebody who watches YouTube videos? Do you watch a channel more frequently when they upload on a specific schedule, or do you just watch whoever you like whenever they upload? And again, the vast majority said upload whenever, we'll watch whenever. So I really appreciate that, because that's always the thing I struggle with for uploading videos, is I don't always, it's just me. I film everything, I edit everything, I put everything together, I upload everything, like it's just me. Sometimes I have to learn new editing skills if something comes up, so it's like, it's a little bit difficult for me to fit that into my schedule on a specific routine, because mom life, you know, parenting life, sometimes something will come up the night before and I won't be able to edit the vlog, or I won't be able to finish editing, and then I'll have to try and, like, I just don't want it to affect my daily life too much, or I don't want the kids to notice, if that makes sense. So I really appreciate that most of you said you didn't really care, you would watch whenever, because that takes a huge weight off my shoulder. And I feel like when there's not so much pressure there, then it's easier to just pick up the camera and give you guys videos. That being said, if there's anything you really want to see, let me know and I will try and make it happen. Besides all that, the only other thing that I'm really doing is I'm back on my workout kick, and not workout kick, I'm back on my workout lifestyle. Yeah, and healthy eating and everything, and I'm trying to like lose the mom chub that I got. It's tough, man. Like, it's not, it's just like, I feel frustrated with myself. Now that I'm back in it, I feel frustrated with myself that I just let it slip. But it's fine. Healthy mindset, healthy way to get there. I just want to get strong again. I just want to be able to like lift myself into handstands again. Yeah, we'll get there. Anyway, that didn't really matter. But I think that's all I have time for. I'm going to pop this up and hopefully you guys will get this the same day. Just because I think that works best for me. I'm going to Costco tomorrow. I think I might give you guys a little bit of a grocery haul if that is something you're interested in, just as a little side sprinkly video. Thanks for watching, you guys. You guys are always so great, so supportive. I love you guys. So many of you have become proper friends to me, and that's what I love about this space. So I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you have a wonderful weekend and stay warm if you're in a cold place like me. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time. Bye!